The connections between and among women are the most feared, the most problematic, and the most potentially transforming force on the planet. When empowerment happens, there is a ripple effect that touches every part of a person's life. Its effect spreads and influences events or situations far beyond where it started. It ripples to that person's family, friends, coworkers, and every person they interact with. The lasting impact seeps into the community and continues to spread.
We are Women's Integration Network, Inc. We believe in the empowerment of women. We also believe that one person can evolve as a human being through body, mind, heart, and soul to affect change. That knowledge is power, that with persistence and determination one can overcome all obstacles, that given consistent support, all women can achieve self-empowerment, and that daily small actions will evolve to create larger change. We know you do too.
We are developing programs to provide support to vulnerable women relocating to urban centers from conditions of poverty, violence, and abuse who would benefit from support to transition into their new lives. For many women, this has been an extraordinary journey that began months, even years before they entered the urban city. They themselves are extraordinary people. One would call them freedom fighters and dedicated as humble servants of survival, fountains of wisdom, and pillars of strength. In their empowerment, they become the beacon of hope of those many women that have laid the legacy to fight for equality and world order.
At the core of our work, we seek to address a self-identified vulnerability that can result in disempowerment, disenfranchisement, and disengagement. Our work takes a proactive and empowered stance. We will support women who seek support based on their own understanding of their vulnerability. You probably know a vulnerable woman. Vulnerable women come from all backgrounds. Many experiences can lead to vulnerability. Any woman can be vulnerable.
Dear fellows, today I'm focusing on women's rights and girls' education because they're suffering the most. There was a time when women social activists asked men to stand up for their rights, but this time we will do it by ourselves. I'm not telling men to step away from speaking for women's rights. Rather, I'm focusing on women to be independent, to fight for themselves.
In the last year, we've had many successes and worked tirelessly to launch our organization, to raise funds and develop our vision. We will address the gap in hard data on the lived experiences of vulnerable women by developing research tools and practices that capture the true experiences of women in Canada, and working with our partners to implement those practices. Match women with a mentor who will support them in their empowerment journey. Volunteers that work with us will have a safe, supported, and rich volunteer experience. We will provide ongoing support and training to the mentor pairs and continue our work to develop partnerships with organizations throughout the community. These partnerships will ensure that our clients can access the services they need.
This begins from the ground up. We're going to achieve sustainable funding for our programs by buying and renting out a building. We are facilitating an atmosphere, quality, and comfort that reflects the incredible value of each woman we encounter. This begins in the very space that we occupy. We want our building to be a place that shares in our commitment and value to community. To honor this vision, commitment, and legacy, we are buying our building, renovating our building with sustainability in mind, building our assets, sharing our space with businesses that hold our commitment to community values and who can provide services to our clients, ensuring that we have self-sustaining income streams, and ensuring that this plan is sustainable for generations to come.
As women, we are all together, united for the cause of empowerment. If we want to achieve our goals, then we need to accept self-empowerment as a weapon of knowledge and a shield of ourselves to unite and be together in our destiny.
Join us as we work hard to crowdfund the down payment for our building. As an investment in the organization and in the inherent worth of our clients and ourselves, this building will strengthen the long-term sustainability of Women's Integration Network, Inc. Just as the mustard seed did, our building will be the momentum to create a wave of empowerment that will reach farther than anyone can imagine. With the construction of this building, We, our supporters included, are increasing in the spiritual, political, social, and economic strength of women.
Together we are building, figuratively and literally, a foundation for empowerment, brick by brick. With each brick, we strengthen the momentum to change legacies within Ottawa and across the nation. Although the success is self-evident, this vision of self-empowerment has never been sustainably undertaken in Canada before. We want your support today. What action are you willing to take to support us?
I read the rules before I broke them. I broke the chains before they choked me.